Hello,
Hello,
Matthias, how are you?
I'm fine. I hope you too.
Yeah, I hope that will not be two of us. There should be some more people.
Oh, I'm sure there will be more.
Yeah. Okay, so do you see the slides?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so how much time we should wait
Um,
for people to
not
join?
well. Maybe we can have a look at the participant numbers, and if it doesn't change anymore, then we can start.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we should not wait too long because it's just half an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's even less, 25 minutes now. Okay, so we have essentially one participant. Hello, Isabella.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, one participant so far, because Matthias is an internal person and Odar's also my colleague, so that's we are not popular, to put it mildly.
I think one of the issues maybe is that people don't know that they should enter breakout rooms themselves. Because at first I thought it would happen automatically.
Mm-hmm. Should anybody come back to people or Matthias and like let them know that they should select and push actually the button?
I will try to contact my colleagues. Maybe they
Yeah.
can tell me something. But maybe some will also join now.
Yeah, it's all internal people except one, Isabella, Gaušas. Yeah. But it doesn't make sense to start now if like there are 10 people waiting. Okay, so we should wait a bit more time for more people, hopefully. So essentially, we have time until 11 CET approximately, and time is ticking. Yeah, for those who are joining now, we are waiting for more people because it seems that something is wrong with the selection, with the technical side. Some people may not select the breakout room because we have very few people.
I also just talked to Antonio, so he recommends to just start because there are some people in the room who just don't select the course. But so it's 26 people who did not select the course yet. So I would just start.
Okay, so no problem. Okay, we can start. This slide I presented, just an overview of the work package. And next, what I would like to maybe emphasize is just a few bits of information on what are the national trends in regard to industrial symbiosis and energy efficiency skills. So we found no specific strategies for the relevant skills delivery. And existing strategies rarely explicitly mention the relevant skills delivery, or even more include some concrete action plans, how skill delivery should be carried out. So it seems that at national policy level, it is yet a bit early to expect a more comprehensive, a deeper consideration of relevant skills, industrial symbiosis and energy efficiency skills. And with regard to the delivery at the national level, we noticed the two major trends. So one is there are vertical programs, vertical integration of relevant skills when we have separate programs focusing on the relevant skills. And in this case, the proliferation of such programs varies across countries. It seems that Italy, among the targeted countries, Italy currently leads. Portugal, Spain, Germany have a few programs, and Poland seems to lag behind in that dimension. And within these programs, vertical programs, it seems that energy efficiency dominates, and we found no programs focusing on industrial symbiosis. So, and from the information we have, these programs tend to be provided at post-secondary level. So for people, for students which, who are more advanced in terms of education. And the second element is horizontal. So it's about the horizontal integration of relevant skills across existing vocational education and training programs. And among our targeted countries, it seems that only Germany incorporates relevant skills in a structured manner. And mostly it's addressed as the environmental protection and sustainability element in existing programs, which addresses the energy efficiency and industrial symbiosis skills. And in other countries, in other target countries of ours, the delivery of relevant skills is rather fragmented. It's incomprehensive and very often depend on separate schools. For example, we have an initiative in Portugal for the citizenship, where we have citizenship education strategy, which also includes environmental aspects. And these are circular economy and also the encouragement and to emphasize the skills in the program. Do you hear me? Because I got the message that connection is unstable.
Yes, you froze for a minute, but then you came back, Simonas. No problem.
Apologies. Yeah. And to finalize the horizontal element, there's a very strong emphasis on work-based environment. And it seems that the delivery of relevant skills is the strongest in this work-based component of the program. So where it's more non-formal, even informal processes are carried out. Before we go to the active session, I just quickly go through the countries or targeted countries. We have 5 countries. You see a number of elements where we compare these countries. It's basically about the decision-making, application, education, and training, standardization in terms of whether the programs are based on standardized on occupational standards, on the permeability between the vocational education and training, higher education, accessibility adult learners, AQS levels covered, delivery mode, and key reforms. So in succinct summary is that it seems that on a more pessimistic side, at the moment, schools have little autonomy to adjust programs, and if it takes place, it usually is a long and complicated process. We are speaking of 5 or more years to adopt the program and to see the first cohort train according to this program. It's at least 5 years process. And duality, in terms of duality, it seems that all targeted countries adopt these work-based pathways, and the role of industry is very much most active in these work-based element of programs. Now, before, I just introduced the first findings, but today, within this limited time available, we're very much interested in your experiences and your expectations for that support. So this is why Matthias will help me to ask you just to contribute to the Miro part, the Miro board, the main question. Main question on your expectations. Can you?
Yes, I just pasted the link into the chat, so you can all open it, and then I will share my screen, so we have a common.
Yeah. So the question is, what would be the most valuable results from this work package for you and or for your organization? And just select the post-its from the left, which characterize your organization's profile. Is it training provider, company, or association, or such institution, or other? And just provide your input right in a post-it and put it in a board. So it's very interactive, and so I think you can do that easily. If not, just voice your difficulty. And we have, I assume, 5 or so minutes for that at most, if maybe a bit less. But I would encourage you just to proceed with the post-it so that we have something to discuss. So now we have 9 people in total. Okay, it's a bit more. I understand it may be difficult to summarize expectations in such a short time, but any ideas, even wild ones, are welcome, and we are open to any ideas. Matthias, if you could just enlarge some of the post-its, existing ones, because I think I cannot control it.
Yes, for sure.
I'll try to do it as well. Okay, I think that we need to start looking at the results so far. We have few, so I think If anybody wants to add, we can add as we speak. But yeah, just to start, it seems that there are few needs, and so one is emphasizing one posted is emphasizing the schemes as such, upskilling and reskilling scheme, and the other also notifies. Emphasizes the direction where qualification could be improved. So it's on what element, I guess, still, and what are important. And also there's an interesting expectation for multiple language programs and qualifications. So I think it's very much relevant for cross-border programs, so that we ensure the mobility of workers. And the interlinks between that systems and I guess the industry, energy efficiency, industrial symbiosis. It means the industry. I think it refers to the industry. If not, just clarifying this posted. And yes, another one is also on what element. So we are very much on what question in the board. Thank you. And Matthias, can you also put a link to the Mentimeter and the first question in Mentimeter was asked about the how, because it's not it doesn't appear in the board so much. So we are interested in what aspect would be most valuable to you in the analysis of how skills are provided, how the relevant skills are provided in formal vocational education and training. And we have a few options, and you just please select one or more. It's a multiple choice, and it may take some time to read, to go through it. Provide some examples.
Can you assess the question? Do you see it? Can you use the link? Just to be sure, I'm not sure how it works exactly.
Yeah, I see it, and I can I can select.
Oh yeah, we see the first. Do you also see the results? Just to be sure, on the screen sharing.
Yes. Okay. So far, one I guess one participant indicated the choice.
That's good.
Yeah. Because it's important for us to see the trend. Of course, the number of participants in our session is very small, but we expect it to be larger to indicate trends. It's important for us for determining the focus and our activities of the project. So the answers are very, very useful for us. We have 7 minutes or so. Yeah. When we should be back, Matthias, to the main room.
Sorry, next question, or what do you?
When we should come back to the main room? At what hour?
Oh, I think it's in 5 minutes, so we should maybe speed up.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So maybe I just close the voting.
Yeah. So it seems that we have a dominant element at the training content and the guidance. So it's good to know. Good to know. And also maybe the what question we can post it. What's would you be interested in a detailed information in terms of what skills are provided, and if yes, in what particular skills? So this is a single choice answer. Matthias, it's not. It doesn't appear the link.
The next question.
Yeah.
It's the same link, and now you should be able to start voting.
Okay. Let's try to open it. Yeah. So yeah, again, please make your choice. And then I resume quickly to the results, one slide, and then we finalize. Okay, can you vote? Oh, it's a hard choice to you. Even don't know answer is acceptable if hard to choose. Yeah, numbers are hardly changing. Maybe I'll just yeah, we should stop voting. Most, yeah, the focus is on both types of skill. Good to double check. Can I share screen now, Matthias? Okay. Yes, so just to inform you on the results so far, this is a summary across the targeted countries, what we found so far in our both long and short analysis, potent analysis. So we found that the key barriers across targeted countries are related to the four main essential aspects. So one is educators' readiness. So teachers, basically teachers lack competences or knowledge how to train the relevant skills. Then we have the very poor evidence base. And when it comes to choice of good practices, okay, for example, some company representative or even some vocational school representative interested in good practice from our country, it's hard to choose such a good practice because there's no proof of the effectiveness of the delivery of relevant skills. So the programs relevant programs have not been assessed. Their effectiveness have not been assessed. At least we didn't find results in that respect. Also, the of targeted countries. Then the course structure and tools, the content. There's a need for models currently. They also voted for that, and the need for materials and guidance. And then the uniform skills recognition system. So there is a difficulty in certifying the skills. The learners really receive formal certificate, and this hinders the skill tracking and forecasting very much. And the other two important barriers is the lack of coherent policies, as I mentioned in my previous slide. The delivery, the responsibility for delivery of relevant skills is split among many parties, and there's no overarching strategy for that. This complicates the situation. And the funding is very fragmented and unsustainable good initiatives are discontinued.
So it will
So
end
this
now.
is the summary.
Okay.
Okay, I think thanks for joining these 3 different sessions. I can imagine that the time was too short, as always.